This is question number 7. We're told the function f has domain where x is equal to or greater than -2, yet in turn equal to or less than 6, and is linear from -2, 10 to 2, 0, and from 2, 0 to 6, 4. A sketch of the graph of y equals f of x is shown in figure 1. In part A, for 1 mark, we need to write down the range of f. We can see this is going to give us values from 0 to 10, so we can say that f of x will be equal to or greater than 0, yet in turn equal to or less than 10. In part B, for 2 marks, we need to find f of 0. So first thing we need to do is f of 0, and that's going to be that point just here. We're not given a value for the f of 0, but we can find it from the information in the question. This point is -2, 10. We've got this point here which is going to be 2, 0, and we've got this point which is going to be 6, 4. We can see 0 is the midpoint of -2 and 2. Therefore, when we have f of 0, we're going to have the midpoint of 0 and 10, which is 5. So if I do the f of 0, I'm going to get 5. I'm now going to consider values from 2 to 6. I can see I've got an increase of 4 and an increase of 4. Therefore, the gradient of this line right here is 1. So I could put these points on 3, 1, 4, 2, and 5, 3. So let's go ahead and work this out. We've got now the following. If I do f of 0 is equal to 5. I'm then going to do the f of 5, and the f of 5 is going to give me 3. So we can say our answer to part B for 2 marks is 3. We're now told the function g is defined by g maps x to 4 plus 3x over 5 minus x. X is a real number, x can't be equal to 5. In part C, we need to find g to the -1 of x, and the question carries 3 marks. So we want the inverse function. I'm going to let y be equal to 4 plus 3x over 5 minus x. I'm going to swap the x's and the y's and make y the subject. So x will be equal to 4 plus 3y over 5 minus y. Multiplying both sides by the denominator, we're going to have x, we'll have 5 minus y, and that's going to be equal to 4 plus 3y. Expanding the bracket, we're going to have 5x minus yx, and that's going to be equal to 4 plus 3y. So we can say 5x minus 4 will be equal to yx plus 3y, or xy. Factoring the y on the right, 5x minus 4 is equal to yx plus 3. Dividing through by the content of the bracket, we can say that y will be equal to 5x minus 4 over x plus 3, and then using the correct notation, we can say the inverse g to the -1 of x is equal to 5x minus 4 over x plus 3. So that's now found the inverse for 3 marks. In part D, we need to solve the equation g of f of x is equal to 16. The question carries 5 marks. So just writing this down, we've got g of f of x is equal to 16. Therefore, what I can say is f of x will be equal to g to the -1 of 16. So all we're going to do is plug 16 in here. So we can say now f of x will be equal to 5 lots of 16 minus 4 over, now plugging in the 16, we're going to have 16 plus 3. So what's that give me? 76 over 19, so we can see that f of x is equal to 4. Let's go back to the graph now and see where f of x is equal to 4. We need to be careful here. We can see that there's going to be one solution just here, so let's just put this on. One solution clearly where x is going to be equal to 6. That gives us 6, 4. We've also got this one just here. Now if we consider what we've got here, we've got 0 to 2 and we've got 5 to 0. We want now the y coordinate to be 4. Therefore, if we consider this is going to be 2/5 of the way in, and that will give us 2/5, 4, that point just there. So we're going to say now that x is equal to 2/5. So two possible solutions for this particular equation. Now x is going to be equal to 2/5 or x is going to be equal to 6. Just consider, I've done that manually, I've just split that up. We're coming down, we need to go down by 1, and that gives me the correct ratio. So x is 2/5 or x is equal to 6. Few different ways that you can answer that last question. I've done it purely graphically from here after I've written f of x is equal to g to the minus 1 of 16.